we're still going to solve one-step equations, but this time it has to do with multiplication and division. This problem to my left states 5r, or 5 times r, equals negative 45. For you to get the r by itself on the left side of the equal sign, or the side opposite the coefficient, which is negative 45, we've got to do what to eliminate it? We got to divide by 5, because when you divide by 5, that means the r changes to 1r, because 5 over 5 is 1. So you have r by itself now. Now, whatever you do on one side of the equal side, you must do on the other. Make sure you remember that. So now we can divide the 5 into the negative 45, and that's going to give us 9. Negative 9. Why is it a negative 9? Because when you divide a negative 45 and a positive 5, it's a negative 9. So the answer here, r, is equal to a negative 9. Now this problem here, this is a division problem, because you see here you have 2 over 3, or 2/3. Still a fraction, but there's nothing scary about it. You can still work it the same way, basically, but different rules. Here, since you have 2/3, in order to make this a 1t, you have to multiply by the reciprocal. Remember, a minute ago we divided, now we are multiplying by the reciprocal. So we just flip it to make it 3 over 2. And whatever you do on one side of the equal sign, by the way, you can put that 8 over 1, you do it to the other side. So this would be 3 over 2. So now these cancel, because 3 times 2 is 6. 6 over 6 is 6. So 6 over 6 is, 6 over 6 is 1. Any number by itself over itself is 1. Or when you take the reciprocal of a fraction, that's going to be 1. So that leaves it to be t, or 1t, same thing, equals, here, if you want to solve this by multiplying across, or you can cross cancel. So let's just look at it by multiplying the 3 times 8, and you have 24 over 2. So now we can solve, we can continue to simplify 24 over 2, or divide 2 into 24, and what do we have? It is 12. So, in recap, one problem here, this has a problem, is multiplication. When you have 5r, you have to divide by the number, 5 or whatever the number would be of this problem. And this problem here is a fraction. And when you have a fraction by the variable, you take the reciprocal. And then taking the reciprocal, that converts that to a 1t. And whatever you do on one side of the equal sign, you do it on the other.